Tinder,
Hello.
Toren,
No.
Dark,
Hammer time?
and Beegby.
Hi there.
So last time, after flushing the proverbial island toilet, you decided to explore the Undercity a little bit, including clearing out the military complex where, surprise, surprise, a bunch of people died in there.
And now we're squeegeeing ooze off various items.
Pretty much. You killed some anti-undead paladin thing, and now you have stuff, including, I'm sure Wolf is very happy about a cool new hammer.
It's very hot.
It's true. Potato tot. But I believe people vaguely mentioned taking a rest in the underground complex because it's safe.
Relatively, yeah.
I believe everyone was kind of out of their shit.
I mean, I could keep going destroying, but
I would like to take a rest. We have been wandering for the past few days, and honestly, I'm not entirely sure we can push our luck much more. I do want to also bring up, what is our plan? We kind of just came here and kicked ass, and now what?
We gather what we have found, and we basically retire back in camp because, well, I'm certain we have done our due for our
No. Still
for our
got places
schooling.
want to go. Still
Where
want
do
to
you
go
wanna go?
temple. Still want to go temple.
Right.
Yes, but
temple.
now we are burdened down with hundreds of pounds of things that we have gathered.
So you stay.
We cannot
in
go to
camp.
the temple
You
yet.
be boring.
Hippos, I will not stop you if you wish to go alone, but it is not wise to go.
Ippos not stop you if you want to stay at camp alone.
I did not say stay at camp. I said go back and leave what we have gathered.
Oh yeah, no. Ippos has no issue going back camp. You just made sound like you not want to go out again.
Then you are misunderstanding me. Besides, we do still have another 2 days.
It's a long trek out to the temple thing.
We could. Don't know if have time. Thinking could go maybe to town and bottom first, or the far bottom left structure had like weird orby things we were told about were there.
Yes, I am curious about the gathering of
other groups,
magical supply.
other groups already said they went there though and took stuff.
As much as IAP says he doesn't need it, I do want to bring up the fact that the orb I put within him is not designed for him and probably won't last forever. So I would like to get another chest thingamajig. I don't know what to call them. He doesn't really give me a name. I just know how to.
Well, if other groups been there, then when we go back to camp, we talk to other groups, see if they got orb thingy, see if they maybe trade for it, and if they haven't, then we go and see if we find it.
There is, I suppose, another place we could check here before we head out. On the way out, there is. I mean, there has to be some form of maintenance depot around here.
Yes.
Didn't we come from the main power storage?
Yes, but that wouldn't be the maintenance depot, because if the maintenance depot, which most often things explode in, was near the main power situation, it's not a great combo there. So
Yes, but why would they not store spare cores at the main power station?
because they can go foom. I don't know if these things detonate.
That still does not make sense because if you're
Why-
supposed to charge them at the power station,
I
why
don't.
wouldn't you not have spares uncharged?
I don't know if they're actually charged here. The ones in the Silver Mount use dimensional folding technology to transfer power over large distances and from a central location. I don't know if they function out the same way.
Well, that is for you to figure out, I guess.
Yes, that's why I would like another one to study, as well as make sure IAP can continue running for long periods of time.
Also, since I'm sure Tinder was about to ask. In fact, you do know some, and as Wolf stated, people have cleared out the other things around the place. The abandoned structure to the south, I was about to say south-left, southwest and northwest have both been cleared, as well as you've been pointed. Others have mentioned there was a necromancer. And they cleared them out in a tower roundabout
Yeah,
square.
I was about to ask. I just noticed that, and I was about to ask if that was new.
Technically, but for kind of the trajectories of it they took, one group headed straight up to the top left. The other one, after they hit the necro tower, basically came back to camp. So the mostly unexplored area is around the ancient temple.
I have an idea. I had a habit when back in Silvermount of being unable to carry out everything I found during the time I would explore the various labyrinthine corridors of Silvermount. So I got pretty good at stashing things away to come back to later and squirreling them. I suppose if I could squirrel some stuff away to come back and pick up.
And are you certain that no one would find this?
Oh, fairly certain.
Really?
Yeah, I would like to think that my cowardice and paranoia is my largest and most powerful quality.
Hmm.
I mean, it is entirely up to your discretion. I'm not going to ask you to start trusting me to handle all of your money and then have myself fuck up and then you blame me for it. I would rather not do that, but it is an.
Worry not. For me, I do not need that anyway. I have mint carrying my things.
Okay, cool. So we can carry on then.
Ash just kind of looks at like the bracelets they're wearing and the box that they have next to them. And they're like, you know, I can carry everything I care about that we've gotten here.
And if you can't, I can load it onto Rusty. He has a large weight capacity.
Wolf actually pauses for a moment. Might be hard to fight with all stuff I've got. He gestures the fact he's got a second suit of armor, a second giant hammer.
Yeah. Just how would you pass that over?
Sure, I will then decrease it. I will take away my mundane scale mail off here. And the mundane earthbreaker and Crunkle Junker for now.
Okay. Just tell me the weight.
Let's see. That is about 50.
50 pounds? Okay.
It pushed Wolf up into his heavy load, which meant he couldn't actually operate at full strength.
Don't worry, Rusty is still in light.
You know, it'd be nice if we had a sled for Rusty.
That would be nice. It is a bit getting cramped up here. I doubt I could take anyone else with me on this thing, but we make do. I don't have a sled.
Yeah, heavy load is bad for me. I was losing like 2 AC and I was losing 10-foot move speed.
Also, out of character, Ash's chariot is still somewhere. I presume back at camp.
Yeah, probably.
We just reveal the detail. No, I brought it along this entire time. Someone's just been
I've
carrying
been
it.
dragging it behind me. Why haven't we been putting things in it?
Why haven't we been riding it?
Because it only fits like 2 people.
Why haven't we been riding it?
This wouldn't really fit down into the old mine.
Honestly, yeah, if it only fits 2 people, then honestly, it's more like a chariot.
That's exactly what it is. It's a chariot.
It's just a light chariot.
Can we now have archer chariots?
Technically, yes.
Rusty pulled archer chariots.
Yeah, Rusty just pulling around Prismelody in a chariot.
I mean, I think we're ready to enter a Roman arena.
Sure.
Yeah, no, we just have to give Wolf some kind of lance or other reach weapon.
Not difficult.
And then Prismelody will be your archer. We've got ourselves an arena fighting group.
Dibs
Just
on
have to get your chariot
cheerleader.
off island.
Silas can be our cheerleader.
Silas will be our manager. I'll be the cheerleader.
Hey, I already called dibs on that.
I get driver.
I thought, Ippos, we were going to trust you with the important job of selling merchandise.
But if
No.
multiple people are
No.
cheerleaders, you can form a pyramid.
With Silas, would you like to be selling the team's merchandise?
I'm the manager. I will find someone for that.
I suppose I suppose Ippos would be better off as like one of those mascots. Just spends the entire time on the edge of the field goofing off.
Yeah. You're the team mascot. I'll be the cheerleader. Ash probably already has an outfit for that.
Oh my.
God,
Oh my.
Delana's bodyguard.
Yeah, I see no problem with this. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot is just security or something.
Just need to find a suit.
I mean, not entirely wrong.
But okay. So, what is the course you're planning to take? As Rusty has been moved back up to the old mine.
I mean, I guess just straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, if we're not heading back to town, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fine.
Well, as you're heading into unexplored territory, for yourselves at least, both can I have a survival check?
How about
And can
18?
someone? That's pretty good. And can someone give me? What are we up to now? A D16.
Sideline.
Oh dear.
Ooh, you got a very fitting one.
Hey.
Can everyone in the
Oh,
party
dear.
give me perception checks?
Why?
yeah.
Also, is it safe to assume we got our rest in so I can recharge
Yes.
spells? Right.
Oh, good. I'll recharge. I'll refill up a dozen rounds of blood rage.
And for the record, I recharged the staff.
I'm gonna assume that whenever you have a long enough period to, you just will.
Mhm.
Good. Good.
Was that your inspiration?
No, that was me healing Rusty.
Ah, right, with French.
But I would like to confirm Wolf has the highest perception score.
I
Type.
mean,
Congratulations.
Unless it's finding hidden objects, in which case Aaron wins.
I'm
Hey.
enjoying Alana's perception.
Don't worry about it.
She
I
certainly
look,
isn't.
I look forward to whoever has sleight of hand in our school and Alana's perception.
That would be me.
per Alana. You notice, okay, you actually notice two things. You get a 2 for 1 here. In the distance, in the city, you see, strangely what looks like a swarm of hands, like, chasing someone along the rooftops. For those of you with more astute perception, it appears to be your headmistress, who's, judging from anything, seems to be laughing her head off.
she
wait.
having fun.
I will wave to our headmistress.
She unfortunately does not notice you.
I still wave.
That's fair.
It
You
is
ever
very
think-
charismatic waving.
Channel pure charisma for a wave. The other thing is, as you get to the ancient temple, the land starts to change slightly. Instead of this kind of plainsy, muddy, whatever the hell it is you've been walking through, you start to see the first signs of cultivated land. In fact, let's see. Aaron, there's Melody, Epos, and Wolf spot. Is that a sprite of some sort following you?
Oh. What does Ipos knows about sprites?
Give me a nature.
What's Wolf heard Ipos describe about sprites?
Apparently more than Ipos knows.
Just forgot.
Ah, this is actually a specific sprite you recognize. Sprite just kind of being a general term. This is a brownie. Strangely enough, they're typically house fae. We usually, live inside the house. Owner will maybe sometimes give them like a bowl of milk, and they'll like do stuff for them, like clean up.
Are they...
This one
Sorry.
in particular appears to be following you from a distance, but is very pointedly following you, though kind of badly. People knows well enough that typically Fae are, good at hiding. This one isn't.
It hasn't had to do that for a while.
Yeah. They're, like, skittish, aren't they?
Kind of.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I suddenly turn around and go, hey, he's going to bolt.
Yeah.
How far away are they?
Give or take about 40 feet,
So within a charge range. Good to know.
Oh, God.
technically.
That's fine. It's fine. Proceed.
We have something following us. Does anyone else notice?
Okay.
Yes, it's Little Sprite. It's fine, it's Brownie. They're nice. They do things for you.
Like?
Like normally they like live in someone's home or sneaky hidey, and if you give them like a bowl of milk or bit of food or things like that, leave it out for them, then when you're gone they'll like tidy the house for you. Nice little things to say thanks.
Erin, as she's walking, she's going to sleight of hand to make it look like it was an accident, drop a pouch, and just keep walking. Don't pick that up.
Give me a sleight of hand.
Yeah. There's not much important. It's like spare bolts that she's scavenged that she thought was interesting.
Just a grenade.
Ooh, 15. And it's a good distance away, so maybe it doesn't notice.
As you
I was thinking 15 plus range potential.
potential. As you kind of walk further away from your pouch of bolts, it does in fact investigate it. It very quickly just kind of scuffles up to it, pokes it to see what it is, then peeks inside.
It's a bunch of bolts that could be used as spare parts for things. It would be a shame to lose all your spare parts for a device.
Is Aaron saying this out loud?
No, I'm just saying what logic would dictate.
Yeah. It doesn't. It looks kind of confused. Then picks up the pouch before darting off.
Okay.
I sort of keep half an eye on it as long as I can until it disappears.
It appears to be heading south.
We go follow, see where it going.
Do you want to follow? I
Do
gave
it.
it something useless. It
Ipos is already staring that way.
Boss, you wanted to go to the temple. Do not have
Yes,
time.
wanted to go temple because things like this is at temple. I found things like this here. I see where it gone, see if others with it.
That's fair logic. All right.
Yeah, we did find what he was looking for.
Every time you see something shiny.
No, this
Isn't
is
that the
actually
point?
specifically what he was looking for.
You're here for shiny things, and I figured I might as well follow it.
Speak for yourself. I'm here for emotional power.
And I'm glad you found it. How are the nightmares?
Oh, if
they're
you want
just fine.
nightmares, I could give you nightmares.
You already found them.
Fair enough.
Saying that, just for Bigby, Silas did have a nightmare last night, which is related to the thing that's on your character sheet now that I messaged you about.
Rude.
Sense motive. Yeah.
Good luck actually getting that. God damn it.
Wow.
Really?
I take 10.
That's so stupid. Ah, god damn it.
In fairness, if you have the Ion Star up, it's kind of a game anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not my fault I'm in your brain.
One moment, I want to do something.
Oh.
Yes, -1 sense motive.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, I'm sorry. If you want to keep things private, maybe take the star off.
Look, I do not care.
I mean, you look like you kind of care. I
Yeah.
mean, it probably was a really bad nightmare, and I'm kind of joking on it to give levity, but it was pretty bad from what I could tell. So I'm sorry, man, but
The actual emotions you're feeling from Silas isn't fear. It's perturbed.
well, yeah, no, I'm
Yeah.
not saying fear. I'm saying it was rough.
Yeah.
You can have a nightmare and not be fear of it. It could be, oh, this was unfortunate.
Yeah, it's just more that he's
Well,
dwelling on it, but it's not frightened him.
You want to talk about it, or would you rather suppress
No.
it? All right.
No,
you
I'm
want a dream
I'm
catcher?
thinking on it. No, I do not need that.
Are
It is
you
important
sure?
for one to,
Work.
yes, it is important for one to examine emotions like this, especially those of an ancient time.
Don't you
Of an
normally
ancient time
talk
and
through
people.
emotions?
Yes,
that's the
but I
healthy-
can't exactly talk through this person's emotions as they are dead.
Talk through yours.
I do not need it. These are not my emotions. I'm trying to understand theirs.
Fair enough.
You are not psychic. You would not understand fully.
I've been reading about it.
That is no substitute for true experience in it. Perhaps one day I may have the power to share it slightly. But for now, no.
Glad I had put in the effort to try to understand it. All right.
I'm not saying you should not.
Hey, Poster, are you still following this thing?
He's just sort of walked off. If you guys weren't keeping up, then he's Yeah, in the
No,
distance.
I've been pretty distinctly keeping up.
I think
Silas has been
Rusty has been
forced
keeping
to,
up.
so
Well, yes, but
Now, here's the question: are you trying to catch it, or are you just following?
Following. I want to go. I imagine it's gotten there. It's not following us anymore, so I'm thinking it might not be planning to immediately return it. So I'm curious where it's taking it and why.
Can you all roll me stealth checks as you attempt to follow?
God damn it.
You're small, you'll be.
Hey. Why do you jinx these things, J-Mac? Oh yes, you'll be fine, rolls terribly.
I would like to know, by the way, Tinder.
Mm-hmm.
Your
Oh,
modifier is
please.
9 higher than mine.
I know. That's what I mean, I rolled terribly. And you rolled unreasonably well.
Again. This is why I'm not allowed to be a player normally.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You're good cursed.
Could
The
the
bad cursed
could the
me.
giant
The thing is, I siphon all the luck from Torin. So it's perfect.
Yeah.
could the giant rainbow winged snake just sort of go away? He's really not sneaking very well.
But she's a giant rainbow.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes, actually. Standard action, dismiss.
I do like to imagine that, like, you know how in Kill the Kill when the rainbows like just start coming out of nowhere? I like to imagine that's what's like being Emperor's Melody.
Sometimes.
Ambience.
It's also really quite rude. Oh, you're not doing well enough. Dismissed.
get out of my sight.
It saves walking.
Look, it's just handing out punishment as required.
What punishment? She went back to fucking. What was it?
Only your punishment is to go back to the upper planes of eternal goodness.
Yes, your punishment is to go back to Elysium. How terrible.
Oh, whatever shall you do?
sideline stealth.
Okay. No. Sorry, I was
Let's see
distracted.
the stealth ability of 50
Ah!
I mean,
Ha,
nat ones are
fuck
not
you.
auto fails on skill checks.
True.
No, but he deserves to have
Uh,
one.
That-
Someone needs
You are as
to.
stealthy as if possible.
J-Mac, can you roll for Rose?
Sure.
Why? You know what J-Max rolls are like. They're
Yeah,
almost as
I roll
bad
good
as mine.
sometimes.
We also
And someone else can roll for.
technically need a robot to roll.
That's true.
me. Right, go.
God
Fuck you.
damn.
But we replace Chris Melody with Rusty.
God damn it, Rusty.
Rusty hasn't unlocked the ability to fold up into a cube yet.
Yeah.
Well, beyond to, mostly one glaring example, you managed to follow a fair amount of ease. Bernie doesn't seem very interested, no longer interested in you as a group, more interested in what the hell this pouch signifies, it seems, as they've run off.
So yes, I finally have all the bolts I need for this thing.
Which, as you continue to follow it, at some point, it seems to head underground.
Like through a tunnel, I assume? Not just sinking through the ground.
It's no clip. No, they head behind what seems to be like an old tree, and then they don't come out again.
Epos goes and looks around the tree.
Appears to be almost like not a small rabbit hole, like a rabbit hole but bigger, that they seem to have went down through.
I'm assuming I cannot fit in said rabbit hole.
No, you can. Small creatures can fit through fine. The medium-sized of you might have a bit of a struggle, but you can squeeze through.
Sweet. Following.
Alright.
Doesn't even pause. In about 20 minutes, he'll probably realise how rude this is to stalk someone back to their home and without even knocking, just charge straight in. But right now, he's excited.
Yeah, Ippos goes down the hole, and I just stare at everyone else, going, I don't want to go in a hole.
Yes, I'm not going into a hole like that.
I don't want to go in a hole. Do you want to go in a hole?
Why are you looking at me like that?
I don't know. It might be your forte.
I'm not going to go into someone's home uninvited.
I'm not going to go in the hole. Alana? No. Alright, I'm going to sit here.
Does Wolf break the mold?
Wolf just cleaned his shiny new armor.
That's fair.
Wow. I can really feel the camaraderie here.
To be fair, you went in without discussing with the rest of the party.
Not my fault. You guys were too slow.
Yes, it actually is.
You know what Ippos is like. You should have stopped him. You knew this was coming.
Hey,
Should have got a leash.
I
Listen.
appreciate when people occasionally fuck up. That's good.
When did we sign up to be your babysitter?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
we're not your babysitter. We're your friends.
Yeah, sorry. I'm
It
just...
is up the duty of friends to let you make mistakes and then mock you for them later.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to wrap my head around Sideline saying it's okay. He enjoys it when people occasionally fuck up. It's like, when did I stop fucking up?
That's a good question.
Especially with Ippos.
It's not fucked up that much.
How much of school property has he destroyed with UMD checks?
2.
One. I lightly damaged the Simon Says cube, and that's it really.
As Epos heads underground, there's a lot of like druidic energies down here. It feels almost as if he's like crawled inside like a living creature, as he feels just energy flow past him and out through the hole back for where he came.
Oh, he sort of slows down his chase at this point because he's just feeling the energy. He's sort of slightly in awe of this. He was not expecting this.
It's a pretty windy tunnel, and as you head down it, eventually it opens up to what appears to be a grove. It's actually alive down here. A lot of the stuff that you've seen on the surface is kind of being very pallid, maybe not as lively as it should be. This place is thrumming and vibrant with life. You can actually even see small birds and some animals alive down here.
So it's like an underground grove.
Yeah.
Cool. He just starts darting about, trying to look at everything all at the same time. Like that kid in a toy store who's trying to look at every toy at once.
Strangely enough, animals aren't very fearful. They're more curious than anything. They've never seen anything like you. You actually have a small
Nothing's
fawn.
seen anything like me.
That's fair. A small fawn actually comes up to you and nuzzles at your shoulder, just investigating what you are.
I offer it some food. Like just
Munch.
some part of my rations that's like not meat.
Grains.
Yeah.
It'll accept and munch.
Munch, munch, pet, pet, pet. Hey, what? Oh, that's not the right accent. Oh, I've completely forgotten his accent now. Damn it.
That's the danger of accents.
Yeah. What are you doing down here? Why are you down here, not up there? Oh, were you hiding from the Black Veiny stuff? Oh, where's the little guy I followed here? The brownie. He's sort of just chattering away at the fawn while he's still looking around. I need to look up ability.
Do you finally get to use your not wild empathy?
I mean, I certainly could not wild empathy. I could also just wild empathy.
Oh, can you just do wild empathy over not wild empathy?
Yes, I'm just finding, my wild mischief. Yeah, that doesn't actually replace or alter wild empathy itself. It replaced my medium armor proficiency. So I can just wild empathy. I can also wild mischief.
Right.
It depends on whether I'm trying to like convince it to do something or if I'm trying to trick it to do something. I guess. Yeah, because it's bluff versus diplomacy. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's nattering away at it, keeping an eye out for the brownie he saw before, or any other like strange creatures, like not normal animals. I mean, it's strange that they're down here, but not actual, normal animals.
There's a few. What's your knowledge nature modifier? +5.
Yeah, not
There's
as
a
good as
few-
it could be. I have no int.
That's fair. For the most part, animals are like at least familiar. Not entirely familiar. It's like you see birds which have, like, it could be a crow, but then it has like 6 pinions, stuff like that. There's like
Yeah.
small variations.
It's things I'd recognize as animals, but not normal animals, not the same animals I've seen around. Just
Yeah.
it's like, oh, this
Genetic
looks
drift.
exactly like a deer, but it's blue.
Hopefully not
that
Vax,
kind of thing.
but stuff like that, yeah. Just his boobs, sexual dimorphism. No. But as Epos is filling around with the animals down here, he does feel the power that's thrumming in this place is coming from a location.
He'll sort of meander his way towards the location. He's certainly not ignoring anything else. He's not rushing towards it. He's exploring along the way, but he's exploring in the general direction of the power.
In which case, as you start getting closer, you hear voices.
What,
Mama, look, the weird people had these.
what language do I actually understand them? It's Sylvan,
It's Druidic.
They're actually speaking Druidic. That's interesting.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah, the younger voice goes, Mama, what do you think we're doing? Do you think we're with the other smelly people? A more mature voice speaks up. You shouldn't be... You need to stay away from those people, Graceby. They're dangerous. We don't know what they're up here for.
Ipos not dangerous, he responds in Druidic. He's sort of, as he comes around the corner, he's not attempting to hide at all. He's just sort of, oh, I sort of casually overheard you as I was wandering around. Ha 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 ha. Ipos not dangerous.
And now you lead them back to our home. Do you see what I mean? As you see them in a better field of view, is that a dryad?
Oh dear.
This
Oh,
green-haired
she's gonna
woman.
kick your ass.
She is so gonna kick my ass.
This green-haired woman turns to face you, her posture defensive. She speaks out. You speak the old tongue, but so did the others. What are you doing here?
Ipos is sort of standing very casually. He's definitely not trying to look aggressive or particularly defensive. He's just standing as if he's having a casual chat. He says, yes. Other fey creature teach Ipos it long time ago. We, Ipos and friends, we here on school trip, we learn about. He sort of gestures around wildly. A whole floaty island place. Didn't know your kind was here too. Knew some fey used to be here, but thought they were all gone, long gone.
She eyes you suspiciously. Meanwhile, the baronet goes, Mama, what's the school? She replies, not now, Graceby. I'm afraid you said you were with others?
Yes.
School?
Yes, they outside. They too big to get down here, and don't want to get dirty. They weird people.
I'm afraid we've already met some of your compatriots already. They were not the most welcoming.
Oh, Ipos, sorry about that. They no understand. They poopy heads. Did they cause much trouble here?
They blundered into something they didn't understand.
Oh, and they broke it, didn't they?
No, technically they helped. It was just when they... It's just... You said you had others upside on the surface?
Yes, just outside tree place. He sort of counts on his claws a bit and then holds up 5 fingers. This many outside.
She looks up. If I have your promise to be on the best behavior, I will let them in. The other... You don't look like any of the others who came here before.
Ipos promise. Ipos be on best behavior. Ipos make them promise too, or they no come in. Only let in those who promise.
Meanwhile, Aaron is making black sludge with alchemy upstairs.
He's like silly putty.
God damn it.
The dryad waves a hand, and the others on the surface will actually see, kind of like, you know how you get those really fancy drain plugs where they like open and close from the sides? The earth just kind of opens up like that. Suddenly, it's like a small skylight has appeared in the floor.
Oh, peeks his head in.
Ipos waves. I assume I can see this hole in the ceiling.
Yes.
Yeah, Ipos waves
pretty
up
much-
at them.
It's not quite directly above Epos, but it's like to the side.
I sort of peer over. What am I looking at?
Hi, Ipos found friends. There's like big, nice grove down here. Lots of animals. People who live here say you can come down, but has to promise to be good, be on best behavior. No damage anything, no steal anything, no hunt animals, no. Just do as told.
It's easy.
Fair
And Ash
enough.
just starts wandering in with Prismelody.
There's like a trailing vine that you can walk down as she continues to do some weird plant magic-y shit. She's a bit bewildered. Not Rust at certain parts of your party. Rusty, she's kind of like, oh, okay, it's just a weird mechanical thing.
She's seen
Melody,
the
however,
other,
is like, what the fuck?
she's probably seen the other constructs of the island and just gone, oh, it's one of those. It's a different kind of those to Rusty.
Pretty much. Prismelody, and I'm trying to think, is there anything else weird in your part? Actually, Alana as well. Alana gets a
Wow,
slightly
okay.
piercing glare. Not glare, but like, what
Uh,
the fuck is this?
Bear in mind that Alana is also related to, like, really not okay Faye.
That might be part of why.
Yeah. Her Faye, I think it's like lawful or some shit that's in her. Pretty interesting.
Oh, the Fae that Ari's related to?
Yes.
Yes, those are lawful evil.
Don't cause trouble.
Like advanced unseelie, essentially.
Yeah.
Do the magical plants they're manipulating feel healthy?
We do. We feel more lifelike than anything in this place you felt so far. Except the one plant that you shared your life force with, technically.
Wolf will wander down, though he'll seem perplexed by all the fey energies in the air. He can probably quite easily feel.
Yeah. It's almost palpable.
Boop. Pinging with psychic powers.
Okay, this is not my realm of expertise. What am
of
I looking at,
course
Ipos?
Dude, it's a garden in here.
Is Fey druid magic? They part of nature. They can make nature do really good when they're around. Can ask plants to do things for them. If plants say yes, then plant make, and he sort of gestures to the stairs you're walking down.
Okay.
Plants living things too. They just not have voice and stuff like we do. Not easily heard anyway.
Plants don't. Okay. I don't have the qualifications to question your actions. Okay. Her just shuts up. It's not.
So yeah, no, I don't know this. I don't know how to process this. Just no, shut down.
No, not shut down. She's gaining
just
information as fast as possible. It's just that's the only thing she feels qualified to.
The Dryad cast stares at your conversation. Yeah, she's the understanding of the word you're saying.
Oh, sorry. You not know? Yes, of course. When other people here, they use other strange language talky stuff. It was just talking Druidic now. They friends. That one, and he points at Erin, was asking how all of this possible. Gestures round at everything. It was explaining how you guys can ask plants to help and do things and can help them grow in return.
She looks at you and says, tell your friends to stay here a moment. I have something that will help.
You say stay here. Be getting things to help.
Well, I'm not
help talky stuff, I guess.
I'm not motivated to move much. Is Rusty good here?
She's already gone. She walks
Okay.
off into
We
the woods.
haven't been asked to leave, so
Whatever that thing was, the living tree looking thing, it looked very strangely at Priz and you, Alana?
I looked at Ippos. Dry something?
Yes, Dryad, yes.
yeah, she was hot.
She was a tree.
Only part tree,
I mean-
like mostly tree, like
Her skin was bark.
Yes, mostly tree, yes. Not like tree, but similar.
What's an
Very strange.
actual tree that living and walk around. Not like her, but like
Not that.
not that like imagine
There-
tree with leaf and everything like big. He's gesturing in the air as he explains. Big trunk bit with branches out top and leafy bits. Then imagine that with legs and arms. That end.
Like full-size tree.
Yeah,
Yes.
and it's an actual tree.
Okay.
I wonder if you've ever maybe read stories of like trees with faces on them or stuff, or active imagination when you were young, or scared of the dark or something.
There
They're
weren't
quite basic.
trees in Silvermount.
Okay, well, we were scared of rocks in that regard.
Can confirm. Forest near my temple was only forest for a long way away. Everything just went to like wasteland.
Yeah, some places like that. Not many trees in desert place Ipos come from.
Yeah, there weren't plants in Silvermount either. There was a lot of poison in the ground.
How do you people live?
Barely. You can tell
Uh,
by the poisoning on my skin. Erin gestures to some of the blue blotches that she has.
As someone from a city, it's
Right.
actually quite easy.
I mean, to be fair, I come pretty far up north, so I understand in a different regard.
Am I
Okay.
the only person here who comes from basically a normal ass town?
You mean bumfuck nowhere? Yeah.
Ipos come from
Yes,
holding
that would
ground.
be. Yes, if anything, I am the one who comes from the most normal town, as I come from an actual city.
This is
I
normal
grew-
Kobold
I
town.
come from a city. My
I
parents
grew
run
up
a
in a
tavern.
temple.
Your parents run a tavern?
Yeah,
They make booze?
my dad does. My mom performs.
Do you have
Ah,
some?
truly of the working class.
I ran out of that
Uh,
coconut drink I was drinking.
n- no, I can ask him to send me some.
That would be nice.
Also, everyone who was wounded, remember we did rest overnight. You can gain like 2 HP.
I will, thank you.
I just remember myself looking at, say, Ash, who had like no health bar.
Yeah, thank you.
Also, Derek looks offended. That's a great coconut drink thing.
It was great, but I'm out now. I don't have it. Why is that elk just staring at me? That is a very large animal.
It's
Nothing.
fine. They different. They not seen people in long time. Many probably not seen people ever. They not know to
That's
run and
perfectly-
hide. It's fine. It's fine.
Oh, okay, that's very large.
Ipos
It's
sort
got
of walks around in front of
Spikes
Aaron
all over it.
and holds
That
his hand
doesn't
out towards the animal. Just going to pet it.
I want you to know, I acknowledge the fact it's taller than all of you, and you all are very intimidating already.
Yes, yes.
And it's got 4 legs and probably weighs close to a ton. I'm not pleased by the fact that this thing exists on this green earth.
Yes,
Really, we should work on you.
it probably hurt a lot if it stand on your foot, but it not going to attack if you don't hurt it.
Oh, I'm certainly not going to try.
Hi, it just curious. It not seen things like you before. Not in long time. How long people on this island been gone? That how long?
Few thousand year.
Yes, not seen people in few thousand years.
Wolf's
Not-
going to offer a carrot from the jar. To the
Do
elk.
elks live hundreds of years?
No, it
No.
great grandpappy maybe
get it.
seen peoples, but this one not.
Okay.
The elk happily takes the carrot with its weird teeth.
Wolf watches the elk.
I don't feel like I have the need to feign confidence right now. I can feign confidence just fine. I just figured I was in the company of friends and would provide me with the information I require to deal with a large moose.
J-Mac, since I was dying, is the elk sickness thing from the black stuff, or is it something else?
What, sorry?
Is
Sickness?
the elk being weird, like, due to the black stuff, or from something
No.
else?
This appears to be like an untouched area. It's like sunken into the ground, but it's been sealed off somehow, probably by druid magic.
And basically, they're behaving slightly weirdly because they've never seen people before.
No, I mean, like,
But-
the way it looks.
Does it look weird?
I think it's just like a very slightly different evolutionary tract. If this place has been separate from the rest of the ecosystem, the rest of the world for the last few thousand years, it's just grown differently.
Oh,
Also, I
okay.
think the token just has shading. I don't think that's like dark corruption.
Oh no, I remember hearing like slightly different, but not animals, like very minorly different. So I was
Ah.
curious if there was like a
Yeah.
reason behind that.
Out of character, it's just like, evolution.
Weird, whack. Don't like that.
Yeah,
Science.
I'm sorry, we've not got
Genetics.
we've not got to that on our natural world course yet.
Yeah. I need to take a course on that before I'm qualified to talk about it.
I think
Hi, moose thing.
When it-
Yes, you enjoy that carrot.
if you
Yeah,
need to take
okay.
pictures of nature stuff, fucking go nuts here.